This is KARK4 News at 12:30.
Welcome back. We are so excited to have some of the cast from the Shakespeare Theater here to tell us about their 13th season that kicks off this week. Mary, Ruth, and Robert join us, as well as some amazing singers who will be performing in just a minute. A sneak peek of what you can see. But first of all, Mary, Ruth, thank you for joining us. This is the most amazing concept. Tell us about it.
Well, we are Arkansas Shakespeare Theater. We're in our 13th season. And we run June the 7th through July the 7th this year. We're also taking a tour throughout Arkansas, stops at Crystal Bridges, Museum of American Art in Bentonville. We have a stop at Elaine Community Center in Elaine, Arkansas. So kind of a wide variety of stops. And we do 4 shows in repertory for a month. So it's kind of frenetic, but also really exciting.
Romeo and Juliet, just one of them. You have a sensory-friendly performance of that as well.
We do. This will be our 2nd year, and we did it last year. We inaugurated it last year. It's for kids on the autism spectrum, but it's not limited to that. Anyone who wants to come in can come see the show. The actors are trained ahead of time. We have a smaller audience for that particular show. It's July 2nd at 2 o'clock.
Okay, and it kicks off this weekend, Comedy of Errors.
We do. On the 7th, we are on the lawn of UCA across from the President's House. We actually have a rain venue this year.
Great.
It is our good friends at Hendrix College have offered Cave Theater. So we will be going there if it rains, and we will send out tons of social media and information about that if we have to move.
And you are going to get a performance right now so you can see what you are in store for. Take it away with a Comedy of Errors performance.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do. I'm picking Valentine, cause on the morning line, this guy has got him figured at 5 to 9.
But look at this, he wins by a half. According to this, here in a telegraph.
A puppet says the horse has stretched.
This guy says the horse has stretched.
I know it's Valentine, the morning must look fine, but this guy says the horse likes a friend of mine.
But just a minute, boys, I got the big box noise. It says his great-grandfather was Redwood boys.
I tell you, Paul is in, now this is no one steer.
This guy says the horse shows class.
And
says the horse shows
the morning line, this guy says the horse shows 5 to 9.
So make it epic tap, he wins by a half. According to this, here in a telegraph. Epitaph.
Valentine, I got the horse.